welcome back. Pleased to see you. My name's Natasha. This is the advanced postnatal workout. So fitness today, short little fitness workout, postnatal ideas, and then some Pilates on the floor. So what you're going to need today is a set of dumbbells, some heavy books. Probably been used to picking up this kind of equipment before setting your sessions up. So grab yourself something heavy to lift with. Okay, that's just going to be on your chest. Holding a weight on your chest if you want to. Okay, we're going to be using our own body weight. We're going to be down on the floor for our Pilates section, and that's going to include, just taking my notes, this exercise. You use a Pilates breath on that one. If you recognise it, you'll know that it's working the chest, and we'll be incorporating that to get you to identify that little kind of scooping and hollowing in the abdomen to create that little bit of tension around the umbilicus, exhaling and really working on those deep core muscles again. So not advised before 6 months. We are using a little bit of impact today. What I'd like you to do is make sure you've got a safe space, and don't press play and continue on this recording if you are not feeling 100% well and fit well today. All right, so you'll need a band for the floor work. You can roll up your mat to protect your knees a little bit. So we're just going to go for a warm up. I'm just going to check on, see if I can see what's happening here on the Babi Actif page to see if we've got any anything showing up on here. Is it working? Let's go in here again. I'll check one more time on the big screen, on the camera. So see what's happening. I hope you can hear me and see me loudly and clearly. If you can give me a shout and let me know if you can hear me and see me clearly. How are we? There we are. So I'm just going to adjust the camera just a touch. Just going to tilt it a little bit more. So if you can lose some more of the floor. I'm not sure if that makes any difference, but if you're watching, please say hello. Please give a little wave and let me know how postnatal you are. How postnatal are you? I am 13 and a half years postnatal for my first child and 8.5 years postnatal for my second child. Let's get ourselves warmed up, shall we? See what's happening with this music as well, so I'll know if you've got any blips there. All right, so here I am. Let's start off. Just have a big stretch up. And then bring your arms down to the side. Do it again. And again. Take it wide of the legs. Reach up. Spread your fingers out really wide. Biggest stretch over you've had for the last couple of days. Woo! Loosen those joints. Reaching up. Mobility. How do you feel in your hips and your shoulders today, mobility wise? That means like your freedom to move in your joint range. How does that feel for you? Straight away we're going to start just having a little check-in with our posture. So just work your shoulders back down into their place. Place your hands on your hips and just tap back. So you can tap back. If you're really bendy in the knee, that mobility's there, you'll feel like, oh, actually, I can almost do a little bit of a back lunge. Yeah? Because you're feeling strong, you're feeling mobile. If this isn't feeling right for you, just back tap. Let's just bring our arms into play, open up through the chest. Thumbs up here is going to keep your shoulders in their place, aligned. There. So squeeze back on the shoulder blades, ladies, well done. That's it, drop the shoulders away from their ears if you haven't already, so they're not too hunched up. It's not going to feel good if you're doing that. Let's try lifting the leg. Then the other one, thumbs up. Try keeping those shoulders away from the ears again, okay? So I'm not counting, I'm just moving freely. I'm going to take my whole hand and spread it out now. Push the arms back. Remember, if this feels too strong at any time in your neck, because remember we are kind of working hard on those muscles, aren't we? Just trying to restore them from our everyday activities, changing feeding, carrying Hasn't baby got heavy? Take your arms a little bit higher if you want to. 8, and your knee. 4, 3, keep your tall spine. And then just realise how tall you are, like a ladder. Look how tall you are here. Up onto your toes for me, reach up to the sky. If you're watching this, let me know if I'm getting any pauses. Facebook sometimes pauses on the music, so stretch up. Let some air into your space if you haven't already. You can count all your repetitions as well with baby. We'll be finishing off on the floor today, so we'll be having a little bit of a stretch down there. I'm aiming to go for around 50 minutes, might go a little bit over. And if you're watching a replay, once again, thank you so much. I'm shoulder rolling here, shoulder rolling. Thank you so much if you're watching a replay. We love that. And we thank you for choosing us to be part of your postnatal recovery journey. Take your legs wide. Imagine you are at La Playa or somewhere in the Mediterranean, somewhere in the Caribbean. You're going to splash some seawater up into the air now, okay? You can start by rolling your shoulders, dipping your fingers into the water. You don't have to go as wide as me, and you can stay here if it feels too much on your neck today. Otherwise, slow with the water, touch the earth, rise to the sun. Splash that water up. Excellent, 2 more. Check in with your pelvic floor here. Is it involved? Is it responsive? Can you relax pelvic floor and squeeze up through that pelvic floor there? Excellent. Let's start to do a little bit of light work on our toes. This is the work that we're going to do today for 20 seconds. So this is more impact than you would have done before if you haven't done any prior to this 6-month point, okay? So here, I don't know why, but I call it monster feet. You've probably seen it before. Sometimes I do it like this. And it's a real sort of coordination exercise for me as much as it is cardiovascular. So I want you to play with your feet. You don't have to look at them. I want you to feel them. I want you to go in and out, or I want you to go on the spot. Okay, and I'm going to count 10 seconds to see if you can do that with me. All right. Your heart rate should be getting up already. Okay, so here. All right, let's do it. Let's do 10. Ready? Anything you like. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got a wobble on. I have. All right, squats. 10. Oh. Sometimes it has a mind of its own, you know. Sorry about that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow that one down now. 1. Up onto your toes. 2, 3. Check in with the pelvic floor if you know how. If you're not sure, just practice relaxing on the way down, seeing if you can get picking up some pelvic floor on the way up. Should we do 5 more? 4, 3, 2, 1. And take your arms all the way up. And take them behind. Take them all the way up. And take this one behind. All the way up. One behind. All the way up. One behind. Don't worry about coordination. Good stuff. Wrap yourself around yourself. Your arms. Wrap your arms around yourself. Yeah? Alright, you feeling a bit warmed up? Heart rate up a little bit. Standing on one leg already done. Balance work checked in. Feeling a bit more awake? Good. We are moving on. We're going to do 20 seconds of your monster feet. Now, for those who want to work a bit harder, so I can imagine that people are watching this and they've already had a baby, fully recovered, obviously 6 months plus. You want to work a bit harder. You're used to maybe coming onto all fours and working out. So mountain climbers are here. All right. we're going to do 20 seconds, okay? So that's the progression. So what I'll do is I'll start you off with one of our exercises, these little cardio sections. You can choose, if you don't feel comfortable here today, you can just march on the spot. Yeah, you can choose the level of impact that suits you and what you really want to do with that, okay? So we are doing, music's doing its own thing, it's just going off on its own. So what we're doing is 45 seconds of intervals with 15 seconds cardio. So what I'm going to get you to do is take your hands and check this next exercise with me. So lunge, and then stand on the same leg and bring it up. So lunge, and then come up on the same leg. So I want you to check and see if that feels comfortable for you. Just try it on the other leg. So remember, this is an advanced session. So for complete beginner joining me today, thinking what? So let's just do a basic alternating lunge for you. You'll end up doing 2 sets of 45 seconds. You can put your hands on your hips if you want to. You can even hold dumbbells here if that's where you are. If you're feeling a bit wobbly, you're not going to want to come into the one leg option. So that's what we're going to do next. I'll do all of that with you. 20 seconds cardio, your choice, and then a lunge option, your choice. So make a decision now. Are you going to do alternating lunging? Just check it. Just check how you feel with that. Or are you going to come up onto the same leg and try messing around with one leg because you've progressed a lot through your fitness, quite active, and you're looking for a bit of a challenge today, working on balance, coordination, focusing. Yeah, have a think about what you want to do, make a decision. Staying on one leg, or are you doing alternate lunges? Yeah, that's 45 seconds. The first bit is that 20 seconds. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to demonstrate and do the first bit on the floor, which is mountain climbers. But for those who want to stay up, do you remember? Should we go? Yep. So if you're watching, I'd love to know who's watching. Please give me a little wave, say hello. You can also do a thumbs up or an emoji of a heart. I know you're busy working out though, aren't you? Do it on the drink break. All right, standing up tall. Let's come down onto the floor. Excuse me, I'm just going to try and put this one back, because that's 4 minutes. Okay, so standing up tall, I'm just going to make my way down to the floor. I'm going to do my 20 seconds. It's on my stopwatch today. So here's me going to the floor like we've been practicing. Onto my floor, because I'm happy here. It's 20 seconds. You'll see me stop and check my watch. Go! 20 seconds. So if you're with me on the floor, try to not sink behind your hands. Try to keep your weight over your hands. You can go as wide as you like, and you're only tapping lightly with your feet. Keep shifting your weight forward over your hands. Don't be afraid to go wider with the hands. I'm going to have to stop and check my clock. My children have stolen my tablet. That's 20 seconds. Bring yourself up, no hands. It's 23 actually. Feeling okay? Got that done? Rotate your wrists. Yes, a small petty theft has happened in the house today where they have run away with my family tablet, which has got the big clock timer on it. Okay, here, lunge, you ready? 45 seconds. I'm going on this leg, it's a right leg. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to put my hands maybe here, stop moving them around. Are you ready? 45 seconds, alternate lunges, go. Or stay with me. So, whatever you're doing with your lunge, keep breathing and smiling. Fitness fun! And just placing your foot flat on the floor. You know, often when we're tired or we're not focused, we tend to just, children do it all the time when I'm working out with children, they just put their toe on the floor, or they go right into the toes and they don't connect to the earth with the whole of their flat foot. So just be aware of that, okay? It's a good tip. Don't worry about your knee going over your toe. When you go up the stairs, your knee goes over your toe. So let's just focus on trying to bring your foot forward, flat foot on the floor. And relax. That's 46 seconds. Are you ready for that small bit of cardio? Do you want to stay up? I'm going to stay up on this one. 20 seconds. You ready? Go. Now you can move your arms if you like. You come to centre. You can travel. You can do whatever you like. Do your workout. That's halfway. Arms can play. Don't worry about what it looks like. Nobody's watching. And stop. March it out. That's 20 seconds. Prepare yourself some good deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. He's done it again. It's all right, we can go with this, see what it says. This one is also, this is 7 minutes long. Let's go with our concentration taking us through. Left leg, yeah? Or did you do an alternate lunge? Maybe you had your dumbbells. Are you ready? This is my left leg. It's coming up and out. You ready? Go. Big smiles, please. So the assumption is that you're feeling fit and well today and you're working out in accordance to your own fitness level. So it's really important that you're working out at your level, not mine. So I'm just having a play here now. And you're doing fantastic. Because you've showed up, because you've actually switched this on, checked in. That gets points. That gets 10 points from me. You're over halfway, ladies. Make it funky if you wanna. 5 seconds. What are you gonna do? And stop. Relax those legs. We've done little one circuit. Heart rate should be up like mine. Good deep breaths. You can press pause on this, do it all again, and then press play. Because we're going to do it all again, so that means you get 3 rounds. Okay? Otherwise, you're coming with me for round 2. Let's do it again. Yeah, I'm going to go on the floor for that one. Ready? You can go again. You ready? 20 seconds. Go. Try to lift that chest, try not to be soggy in the middle. You know that cue by now. Got to check my watch. 2, 1, back up. Slowly coming up, no hands challenge if you want it. Take your time. Remember, transitioning from floor to standing can give you tips in blood pressure. That feeling of dizziness sometimes, okay? So come up slowly. You don't have to rush up like me. Take deep breaths on recovery. Should we do that again with your lunges? You're going to do alternate lunges. Feeling confident? You're going to try one leg, one knee. I'm going to add in an arm line. You ready? 45 seconds, right leg. Go! So here, bending, clapping. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. But I'm sure you're having to think hard like me. Which is why I'm doing it. Because mums, their brains get very bored. Because they're repeating the same things over and over again. If you've got more than one child, you're definitely getting a little bit annoyed of asking them to do the same thing. So we're trying to switch it up with your brain. In reverse, so that's 46 seconds. Back down on the floor if you want to, because I'm staying up here doing a bit of a boogie. You gonna join me? Monster feet. It's only 20 seconds. Go. It's a freestyle, ladies. Have fun. Halfway. We can do it. Change it up. Still going? I'm with you. I'm with you. Come up. Move it. That was 22 seconds. Stop. Tap it out. Heart rate is up. What you want to remember is when you're doing your cardio, it's a little bit like an engine in a car. Breathe. So what happens is, driving along in 6th gear, you pull the handbrake. Car doesn't really like it. It can do it, but this car will be like, ah! It's kind of what happens when you're doing your full throttle sprinting and then you stop. Or when you're doing your cardio like the clappers and then you put the brakes on and your body sends all the blood down to your lower extremities and then you get blood pooling. That can make you dizzy, so keep moving when your heart rate simmer. Alright? Got to do my left leg now, you ready? Had a little bit of recovery break there, haven't we? 45 seconds, go! Left leg or alternate lunges. Add in an arm line, make it funky. Smile. Don't get to go out much on a Friday night now, not for sort of 15 years or something, nearly. So Make your exercise fun. Have fun. If you're watching, let me know. If you're just sitting watching, some people just sit and watch this and then check it out and then come back. There's a bit of a visual sample. If you're watching, you let me know if you can hear me clearly, or if there's any blips on the music. 45 seconds. Woo! Lost balance. Let's do it again. Concentrating on the watch. That's what happens. Take your eye off the ball. Evidence is all there. Happy? 48 seconds. Take it to a step touch. Make it funky. Do whatever you want. Show me some moves. No one's watching. All right, ladies. We've done that second round now. How are you feeling? Feeling good? Time for a quick drink. Okay, so grab a quick drink. Where's my drinks? Over there. I'm having a little dance then. All right, got my drink ready. I'm just going to check on screen again. Check my time for you. And we are on time. It's 5 to 11. So you should have done a little bit of what definitely feels like fitness now. Heart rate should have gone up. Challenge you standing on one leg. We'll do a little bit more balance now. And we'll integrate some pelvic floor into that, okay? So what I want you to do is bring yourself into this stretch. So if you know this stretch, it's a stretch in itself, but it's also a balance activity, isn't it? So you can also use something to support yourself here. So feel this stretch and just feel how it is. And then what I want you to do is synchronise your arm. And then put a little pose at the end of your arm. Have fun. Bring out the artist in you. Yep. And see if you can get a bit of a balance challenge. You see mine? Yep. Try not to look down. Trying to look straight at you. Try the other side. Let's see what happens. Nope. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Over here. Bend this leg. Put it in your hand. You don't have to put your foot into your bottom. That's not necessary. You can roll your shoulders back into place, check your posture. You can rock out. If you rock out, you do a bit of a pump. So this is a bit of a balance challenge for you, but it's also a stretch. You don't have to do this if it feels uncomfortable. Of course, please go with the most comfortable option for you. Just a bit of fun on a Friday morning here with our advanced postnatal fitness, making it fun. So we've got a leaning opportunity here. It's a bit tight here, we get lots of tightness there. Okay, all right, if you're watching, say hello. And thank you for watching. My name's Natasha, this is the advanced postnatal workout, so it will feel a little bit more challenging. What I'm gonna get you to do now is go on to some squats with a pelvic floor connection. Okay, so I just want you to think about your squats and come up onto your toes for me. Now, if you're used to working harder, grab a dumbbell. You can put it on your chest if you want. What's this going to do? This is 5 kilos. What's going to do is add weight to your pelvis. Your pelvis is attached to your back, yeah? Pelvis is attached to your legs. So all of that is going to be loaded. So you'll feel tugging and pulling if this is too much for you immediately. Okay, what I want you to do is work with it just on your chest, come down, and then up. I want you to relax. Try and relax your pelvic floor, and then squeeze and lift as you come up onto your toes. If you want to, just do 10. Drop your shoulders. So 1, and then I want you to focus on that pelvic floor for me. My feet are pointing outwards, because that feels comfortable to me. Okay, so that takes you into, it's like a plie, isn't it, in the ballet? So that takes you into a wide position. You might feel better with a shallow bend, with your feet facing forward. I'm going to do 6 more. Okay, carry on if you've been carrying on. Join me for the 6, or stop and adjust. 5. Let go pelvic floor. Pick it up on the way up. You can do it like that. 3, 2, 1. A little bit of pelvic floor play for you ladies. Well done. Drop your dumbbells. I want to start making sure that you've got some awareness of your Pilates breath now. So for that, I'm going to ask you to very much slow down. Grab a scarf or your stretchy material. This is when we go slow. Well done. Have a little bit of a drink if you need one. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we have got. Let's go. It's a little bit slower. I'm hoping that you can still hear me, see me. I'm just going to go for it anyway, like I always do. And what I'm going to ask you to do is grab your stretchy piece of material. So if you've got a scarf, it's not that stretchy. You'll just be using this on the, as your shoulder blades come back together. So they squeeze back together and then they work on that line on, it feels like there's a line on the back and between your shoulder blades. And you'll see it on very muscular, athletic bodies, or very lean bodies. And you'll see it where they've got this kind of crease. And that's where you're working. That's your deeper muscles around the spine having to really just come together and work to lift you up, to straighten you up from here. So if you want to use a piece like that, it doesn't have to be stretchy. Okay, I've got a scarf. So I'm going to do it with you. What I'm going to do is a Pilates breath. Just to start with, do a Pilates revision. So we wrap it around really high up. Grab it to some tension. Where do you feel the tension? And I want you to inhale through your nose, just for 2 or 3 counts. And then I want you to breathe out with your hand on your tummy, and then think about how your muscles are coming away from your hand. Now, if you're not Pilates experienced, don't worry about it. Just focus on flowing the breath fully in and fully out. Maybe focus a little bit more of your attention on pulling your muscles at the belly button area back to your spine on the out breath. Everything else, don't worry about it. Now, you really want to learn these methods from a qualified Pilates trainer, or perhaps a Jenny Burrell qualified postnatal trainer, or a holistic core trainer, or a women's wellness trainer. So you want to get these skills in your breathing that can help you when you're working out, and when you want to focus on doing some concentrated work that really does just restore your core. Okay, so here, inhaling wide and then exhaling away from the tummy. So let's bring our feet to where we think our shoulder width is. You don't have to check shoulder width, hip width. Stand up as tall as you can. Bring some movement into your pelvis a couple of times. And feel the middle or neutral where you think your spine would be. So here is the anterior tilt, the pregnancy hip tilt, working with the beautiful baby. And then slowly we come back, gradually, maybe a year later, or maybe less, we come back to finding our pelvis under our shoulders. So it's a really lovely one to check in the mirror, but your shoulders are over your pelvis, and that is the opposite. This is the posterior tilt. And you want to bring yourself away from that and feeling more neutral. So unlock the knees, rock your shoulders, ladies. Inhale, we'll do 3 rounds. Here we go, breathing in. Into the rib cage, and then out here, feeling your muscles work towards the spine. Feel your ribs expanding. Feel the back of your ribs expanding. Taking in the air around you. And breathing out as you scoop your tummy muscles towards the spine. Now, hopefully you felt a deep abdominal contraction there. And what I mean is that you connected to your tummy muscles and you told them to come back, baby, come back. We're going to do a little bit of upper body work. Here, elbows into the body, and then just pull the band apart, standing tall as you breathe out. So if you've got a stretchy band, you'll get a lot more tension and exercise. We'll just do 10, but work on the Pilates breath if you can. You with me? Let's go. 4, 3, 2, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Nearly halfway. In, out. In, out. Stop if you've had enough. 4 more. Flow with your breath, not mine. squeeze those muscles into the spine on the out breath. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, really works well here on the upper body. Have you slowed down? Do you feel that your heart rate is slowed down? Do you feel calmer? Take your band, take it up and down. Bring your legs together, take your knee up and down. No Pilates breath, just transferring that weight, standing up strong, checking in on the balance. We've been working on this for weeks and weeks and weeks, ladies. Balance, play here with the shoulder mobility. So these are exercises that you can do. You don't have to take your band all the way down behind you, but you might like to. You can just take it up. Focus on that. I'm going to do one more each leg with a leg raise. If you want it, take it. If not, have a fidget and just give yourself a little shoulder roll and unwind here. Okay, so really working on these very rehabilitative exercises, specific for posture, for optimum mobility as a human being. No fads, no trendy gimmicks on our fitness, just well established fitness for life. Fitness for life. All right, feeling good? Okay, so you've done some wonderful work already and it's now 4 minutes past 11. Okay, so what I want to do is bring you down to the floor. So I'm going to do a Pilates roll to bring you to the floor and then I'm going to use your dumbbells on a chest fly. So if you feel like you've done enough today, please go home. Oh, you're already home. Are you in the garden? Where are you? Have a stretch. I'm sure you know how. If you're not sure, you can go back to one of our previous videos and just fast forward to the end, that last 20 minutes or 10 minutes, and you'll see us there, or you'll see me doing no stretching. If you go to Emma's videos, you'll see Emma doing a chat. So look for the stretching bits to cool down if you don't know how. And if you're carrying on with me, have a little drink. We'll do a Pilates roll down. We'll work on our chest muscles. And we'll work on our tummy muscles in a little bit of hovercraft. Hovercraft! Like it? Hovercraft. Have a little drink, ladies. Hovercraft. We did that last week. And anytime you've got any questions, please just ask anytime at all. Pilates roll down, ladies. It's a good one to try at a wall. If you haven't tried it at a wall, depending on the size of your derriere, you can stand at the wall and then just try and get your shoulders back onto the wall. Not everybody will be able to do that because of their position, their anatomy. But if you can feel your shoulders against the wall. They're really drawing back here. And then you can begin to peel down from the wall here. So you might need to step a bit further away from the wall to give yourself a room to flex because your bottom would go into the wall. But effectively that's what we're doing standing up, is rolling down, peeling away from our vertical position. Okay, so chin to chest. And don't worry about the breathing, I'm not doing a breathing exercise here, I'm just rolling down. So my chin has gone to my chest, my knees, depending on the flexibility of my legs, back, hamstrings, they'll want to bend. And then going to roll up. So I've just taken a pause there. And I'm rolling up. So you'll feel a little bit of pulling and tension that's mild. It should be pain-free. We're going to do it one more time. And you can go straight down onto the floor. You can have a little stretch while you're waiting for me, or you can stay with me. So relax pelvic floor, relax the buttocks. And then let your legs soften and your arms become heavy. I'm going to stay a little bit longer today and we'll do some circles with the arms. And the other way. And just easing out what needs to be done there. Like work on the lower back, getting a little bit of stretch on here. Come down onto your hands and knees. Let's go into this hover. Come down to your hover, ladies. Roll up the mat underneath your knees if you need to. Go onto hands, fists. if you feel uncomfortable. We're working here on our lift. So what we did last week, curled our toes under, we did it 10 times. So find your position. I'm here today. Present your chest forward. Remember, your neck is long, it's attached to your spine, and your chest is open. Imagine you've got a big t-shirt with a heart emoji on it, and you're shining that love out to everybody everywhere around you. And as you lift, you're showing it off there. You come here and you hold, then you come down, and it's leaving your hips quite low. Can you see they're not coming up? This is quite low, and that will give you instant work on your tummy. You'll feel it. Breathe out, ladies. Let's do 10. Here we go. You can breathe in, you can breathe out. 1. You can use the Pilates breath if you know it. 2. It's a lot more concentrated than the Pilates breath. Keep your upper body very still, kind of like a statue. Don't worry about breathing in rhythm with me. 4. A little bit of a knee wiggle if you've got that mobility in your hips for fun. 5. Halfway. Keeping that upper body very stationary with me. Rest here if it feels like you've done enough. Join me back for the last 3, okay? Roll your shoulders. Don't forget you're building up strength in the wrists all the time. You're working on your chest muscles. And we come down. 4 more. Bit of play. 3 more. Roll those shoulders. Keep that alignment there. Bit of play. Can do 2 more. Excellent. Come back here. Slide your way forward. Have a little bit of a rest. I'm going to play that tune again. And then rest yourself here for a second. We're working onto our backs next. So we're going to roll over. But just while you're here, roll your ankles. Spread out your toes. And then just roll over onto your back for me. Make sure you've got a lovely safe space around you. If you need to rotate give your wrist a little bit of love. How are we doing? Rolling over onto our backs. This is where you need some dumbbells, ladies, so get your dumbbells ready, she says. I'm actually using one of my dumbbells for holding up the camera today. One of my light dumbbells, so I'm going to go with the heavier ones. Please take a weight that is suitable for you. Your exercise is here. With or without the Pilates breath, legs are bent. Find your dumbbells. Dry off your hands if they're like mine. The exercise is here. So this is going to be challenging for me with the 5K, so I'm going to go really slow. I'm going to do 2 sets of 6 because mine are heavy. You can carry on. Use the Pilates breath. Neck is long, feet flat on the floor. Go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Keep a micro bend on your elbows. 3. 4. 5. 6. Keep scooping those tummy muscles down. I'm going to make it to 10, I think. That's what happens when you use your dumbbells as a camera. As a camera stabilizer. Let's do 3 more. Woo! Take it down. Safely, and then take your leg up for a stretch. This is a hamstring stretch. Feel it. You don't have to have a straight knee. Just feel the stretch somewhere between the hip and the knee. Play with your feet while you're there. Take that leg down. Let's take it up and down 6 times. So breathing in, breathing out. Try not to let the leg touch the floor here. Breathing in, breathing out. Shouldn't be any pulling in the lower back. Spine is, your pelvis is neutral. Rest here if it's pulling and tugging too much. If you haven't got quite that flexibility yet in the back of the leg, just relax your leg down. Last one. And relax. Take the other leg out, do the same again. If you need to do a little bit of swish here, this is your workout. So if you've been following me from the beginning, you'll have learned loads of tips and loads of tools about how to keep your body working, keeping yourself mobile, keeping yourself feeling that you can release your tension. So you're basically becoming an expert at looking after yourself, which is one of my aims of these sessions, is actually to give you the power to look after yourself in absence of the training facilities that we've missed over the last 17 weeks. So I hope I've achieved that target with you, because that was one of my aims with you over the original 12 sessions that we ran. All right, the other leg, let's have a go. Same again, inhale up. If you like the Pilates, you're probably doing it automatically. 3 more. I didn't do a hamstring stretch to prepare, so I'll do it at the end. If you need one, just take one. Apologies. One more, keep it up. Give it a little rub. A bit of ankle love. We've done everything I wanted to do today, so I'm going to do one last set of the chest flies, ladies. And then I'll do a little bit more stretching. So grab your dumbbells, okay? See if you can get another set of 10 done. Try and open your arms as wide as you can, keeping a micro bend in, and try not to take it in the wrists. So try to take it with your wrists flat, so avoid hanging off the wrist. Oh, it's doing its own thing again. It's a bit like having a robot with you, just playing its own music. All right, get yourself safely into position, okay? I'm taking the weights really close to my body because they're heavy. Roll your shoulders, feet flat on the floor. Inhale, here we go. In. Coming closer to you, coming out of the range of my kit. This is in line with my chest, so it's not on my face. This is working on my shoulders, my chest, my wrist extensors, triceps. 4, 5. It's a great way to work on your chest if you're not happy on your wrists for your press ups. Right, I'm going to do 4 more now, or 5 I think, sorry. I'm trying to exhale. Integrate a little bit of that abdominal work with Pilates if you know how. 3, 2. I really feel that on my lower abs now. All that extra work. Hammer curl down. Mind your toes, ladies. Feeling good? Knee in the chest and the other one. Well done, ladies. Excuse me while I roll into the DJ area. That one. This one. All right, let's roll yourselves up. Equipment safely out of the way, ladies. Come to a side mermaid stretch position and just rock side to side. Take what you need from these last couple of moments of the session today. Last couple of minutes. Fabulous. Bring yourself up onto your hands and knees. And then just take one leg forward. And then just see if you can put your hand on the floor flat. If you can't, just come here. You might need a block here or a cushion to bring the floor up to you. Roll your shoulders back into place. You can take your feet really wide here to allow you to open. You can bring your feet where you want to. Don't worry if your foot comes off the floor. Take yourself up to the side. Take yourself down. Fabulous. Then push up so you can tuck your toe under at the back into a little bit of a high lunge. And if it feels good, repeat. So again, if this doesn't feel good for you, don't do this one. Keep the knee on the floor. 3, 2, 1 we're doing. Short version. Take that foot behind you. If you're on your knees, come back up. Give yourself a little downward facing dog here. Don't worry if your heels don't touch the floor, ladies. You can even pedal a bit. Back onto those knees. Sit back up. Reach up. Take your legs to the other side. You can go as slow as you like. Look for the bits that feel that they feel tight, or they're like just little bundled up, little bits of tension somewhere. I've got one here, lower back, quadratus lumborum area, so I'm going to go into it this way. You can come into it like this. Take yourself as slow through these movements as you need to. Enjoy your movement, enjoy your stretches. Come back onto all fours, let's repeat that. A bit of stretch on that side. So come onto all fours, take one leg out, and then just feel your way around. You need to be here, here. Do you need something under your knee today? Can you come onto tented fingertips, a fist, or flat, or do you need a cushion? So check your position and just do 3, 2, 1. And then the same again. Stay, repeat that for me, or come up to a high lunge position. Exactly the same. Okay, same thing. Then come back, take that leg back. If you're on your knees, you come from here to here. You do a little bit of walking backwards. Or you're in downwards facing dog. Come back down. There we are, ladies. We're going to sit here. We're going to stretch a little bit more of our chest. Now, if you don't feel comfortable here, not everybody's happy sitting on their feet, of course. You can put a cushion. So some people can do a little cushion sit here and then fold that cushion, so it's a bit like a bolster. And then you can sit with your legs open. And then that depends again on your knees and how they flex comfortably. Not everybody likes to sit like that, so you can also just sit on your bottom. You can sit cross-legged for the last couple of minutes. I'm going to stay here, and I'm just going to lift my chest here. Reach to the floor. Take a couple of breaths. There's a pose in yoga called mountain pose. It's one of the only ones I can translate into. It is the only one actually I can translate into Welsh. It's a mynydd. A mynydd. That's from all those years ago in the late 90s. Doing yoga at Bangor. So bring some awareness to your spine. If you're sitting on your bottom, you're sitting on a propped cushion as well, I hope, to give your hips a little bit of support. You can also just have your legs really wide. Just bring a sense of stillness here to your awareness, to your focus. Focusing on your breathing and slowing down. Just going to finish off with a little bit of breathing that I've been doing with the families this week and last week. So I'm going to cross your palms. Again, if you're sitting on your bottom, that's fine. You could even sit on a chair for this bit. as long as your spine is feeling tall. So you link your thumbs in together and then you repeat after me. We'll do this once through and then I will press finish on your session today. And now I'm going to thank you for joining in with me, and as always, and welcome you to ask any questions at all about exercises that we've done together or exercises you're finding somewhere else on social media which you're not quite sure they're for you and you really want the answers. Ask an expert and we shall provide. Drop your shoulders down, bring your palms to the earth and then repeat after me. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Place your palms together here. Plant a seed. Flowers bloom. Mountains tall. Rivers wide. Earth below. Open sky. I feel peace. And that brings us to the end of today's session. Oh, it's so lovely to be able to teach. I hope you've enjoyed the sessions, all of the sessions that I've delivered since the beginning of lockdown. I'm about to take a short week off. So I won't be here for the next two of my regular slot sessions, but I look forward to seeing you in the future. And of course, please enjoy all of our sessions across social media, on our webpage or on our YouTube channel, or just watch them on replay here at the Babi Active Facebook group. Thank you again so much for joining me. Have a great start to your children's summer holiday if you've got big children, and I will see you very, very soon, and possibly face to face. Well done today, ladies. You've done an excellent job. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.